Hello everyone. It's very cold outside, and I just now came from my part-time job. It's around 7-degree temperature outside. I'm from Mumbai, so this weather is very shit for me because I don't have the much experience about cold weather. As Mumbai is very hot, it's economic capital of India, but then too it's very hot. As we have the experience like changing weather from rainy to hot and from hot to cold, but not too cold, not too much cold. It's around 23 or 24 is the maximum cold in Mumbai. But yeah, it's too hot. It's too cold. I'm feeling very stressing. So today I will move you to my personal branding assignment number 3. So let's move. Hello everyone, my name is Prathamesh Agre and I am currently pursuing my MBA at RMIT University. Today I am excited to present my assignment 3 on personal branding from marketing for manager course. In this presentation, I will not only reflect my academic growth but also about my personal evaluation and signs of future professionals. So, in this assignment, I have used the different tools such as self reflection and physiological insights. I have created a brand that truly represent who I am and who I will be in future. So, let's start. So, before starting my MBA at RMIT University, I was a BBA graduate from my home country, which is India, with a strong interest in logistic and international trade. I have also done my internship. During my internship in logistic company, I worked closely on overseas shipment, such as handling the import and export shipments and documentation. While I was curious and eager to learn, uh, I lacked confidence when I came across the navigating global corporate environment. So after that, I decided to pursue my MBA at RMIT University because the course was very practical. My dream was to build a logistic and a manufacturing trusted business, but I realized I need some more exposure. So I decided to take up direct global exposure from RMIT University. So let's begin. Uh, Now I'll walk you through the six pillars that shape my personal brand. Manufacturing, I learn automation and sustainability product, studying human creation in design and applying like learn principles to reduce waste so I can do and launch my ethical manufacturing firm back in India or in Australia. Future second is future version. The long game is to become a leading manufacturer and a fair system, creating a defined employed, building APSC and most reliable mindscape supply chain firm, and trading future leaders, not just hiring them. Third is supply chain and logistic. I analyze the global post and case brand like IKEA and Tata to module the zero delay transportation logistic for India and Australia. My mindset is to progress over the perfection. If I see both tackling, I break it into design smart path and a way I represent every worker. So my journey at RMIT journey, I treated every group project as a live operational seek mentor, insights and document in a failure and as a portfolio. So emotional fuel is like wrestling ambition, empathy for invisible worker, and frustration with efficiency driven my creativity towards a cleaner, faster, and fair industry. Brand alignment across the pillars, creating a consistent that research shows building last trust and formally according to 2009. So let's move towards our next slide, which is empathy mapping. This empathy mapping reflects how I think, how I act, how I feel, and how I will build my personal brand. Uh, in what I say, I experience a long-term system mindset. I don't just want a job title. I want to place India at a global logistic map as well as in manufacturing firm like production and at an international level. I often says give me problem, I will figure it out and I will solve it. I will find something. I will find alternate solutions for them. So I find myself that I am productive. What I do to support that is like I study system in spare time, leading group project effectively, building progress map by habit, and seeking mentorship from the real world professional. So what I think is reveled out. I wonder if I am skill enough to scale a business, or if I like first value or too inconventional, but I use the doubt as a fuel. And what I felt is deeply personal, a sense of responsibility to design ethical system, uh, frustration with efficiency, and hope that my work will benefit thousands, not just for me. So, according to the Buchan in 2018, align international emotions with brand action, building authenticity, engagement, and this empathy map is the mirror that help me to not just to identify myself but to make my future plan. So next in this slide, I will move you through the 5-way journey mapping, which outlines how my personal brand develop across the 5 physiological stages, which is aware, appeal, ask, act, and advocate. Each stage reflects real action, feeling, and growth moment. In the aware stage, I created a strong LinkedIn profile and joined industry events to gain viabilities as well as. Although I felt unsure at first, I was motivated to explore. According to the Donut 2006, emotional connection often starts with curiosity. In Appeal, I use a storytelling and design to show authenticity while I experience imposter storms. I felt proud when other realized my journey. According to the Phoney 2009, ask involved reaching out the mentor. Or it was like often very scary for me. I was very scared of my mentor, but then too, after doing a regular interaction, I feel confident and I engage. My engagement increase. Whereas in ACT, I completed the internship task and built a real world proof of skills. Finally, in Advocate, I gave back, sharing others, post collecting, and maintaining long term relationship. This focus, what Booking it at 2018 described that the trust through sustainability align between action and identity. So next, I will walk you through my persona. So, uh, I am 21 years old, MBA student at RMIT University, aiming to secure an internship in logistic or manufacturing firm manufacturing firm in Australia. My long-term dream is to build a global manufacturing business with ethical logistic system. I am motivated by innovation, inspiring my global industry leaders, and confidence in my ability to adapt across the culture. According to the Blatex Hooks and Tide 2010, clear goals fuel motivation. So I outline mine short-term action throughout internship and innovation, long-term success through the leadership, discipline, and sustainability impact. So let's move towards our next slide, which is a SWOT analysis. I have done the SWOT analysis of mine. This SWOT analysis give me a realistic view of my brand and where I need to grow. My strength is to include strong knowledge and super supply chain internship experience in India, and high motivated with a clear long-term vision. I am confident in communication and I'm productive in network on LinkedIn. However, my weakness includes limited Australian work experience, no hand-on exposure in local factories, and limited industry certifications. Opportunities are like high demand for logistics, adaptability, and short-term courses and innovation programs like Launch Victoria. My threat is to include visa restrictions, local job market, competition, and preferences to the Australian pre-experience international background. So next is our TOWS matrix. So in TOWS matrix, the TOWS matrix translates my SWOT into the clear strategy for goal. To use my strength with opportunity, I posted regular LinkedIn develop and my mini business models and enroll in certificates like Sen Sigma. I also targeted the internship through the RMIT employment network and exposure to join startup incubators and industry exposure. To overcome weakness and threat, I am managing my time to structure plans, start small scale prototyping, setting a big launch, and using a mock interview of RMIT. So next is how might we statement define the core question driving my journey? How might I gain hand-on experience and mentorship in logistics and manufacturing in Australia to build the skills needed for the global business? This problem recap highlight the gap while I have a strong international knowledge and entering pursuable ambitions. I like direct Australia to Australian industries experience. This gap affect my ability to build credibility and apply the skill locally. Locally, yes. So let's move towards our next slide, which is personal growth and goals and action. So in this slide my objective is to gain practical experience, mentorship and technical skills in Australia to in Australia in logistic and manufacturing sector, so I can build a capability need to launch a global communication and productive business. So to achieve this, I have selected five focus strategies from TAOS: applying internship and gaining credibility, joining startup incubators to impose and mean, completing certificates, learn from, and building a logistic tool show the innovation. Conduct at least 20 informational interviews so that I can grab information about the Australian culture according to the Baltics. 2010 clearly linking goal with a structured action is both focus and long-term achievement. So next is the matrix which I use to identify myself, the impact effort matrix. This matrix helped me to prioritize personal branding action for evaluating the effort, vice versa, through my long-term goal. In the top left, it is the quadrant quick lines like networking into the 20 professionals and sharing small prototyping on LinkedIn. In the top right, the major project like internship, joining innovation programs, and completing certificates is my main requirement. The low impact tasks are like webinars and simply reacting the other post, falling into the time and low categories. Whereas bottom right is identifying a thankless task, spending too much time on designing and career business plan without real validations. As Zaltman in 2008 suggested, effective growth depends on the working smart, just not just smart work harder. So next is a Gyan chart. This Gyan chart will visualize my personal growth plan across 18 months and ensuring insistence in strategic construct. I will begin with my internship application and creating and certification studies from July 2025, followed by the networking and LinkedIn contact to also from 2025 October, I will work as internship placement and developing a logistic prototype and show innovation. In real 2026, I have planned to join startup incubators and upskill automated tools, including attending expos and many more. As Battlex Hughes and Titan 2010 explains a structured timeline helping translation, innovation, motivation. At this moment, chart keep me focused and accountable. So next move towards our next slide, which is smart goal for me. I have designed a smart goal for me. This slide will outline my smart goal. A specific, I want to gain hand-on experience in Australia logistic of manufacturing sector while building a technical skills and expanding my professional network. Second is measurable. By December 2026, I will complete the at least one internship, earning two certificates and connect with 20 professionals. Achievable. I feel achievable because I will use platforms like RMIT, Canva Hub, and LinkedIn as well as local event to secure opportunity. It is relevant to the direct support my long-term goal and starting a global business and a manufacturing firm. This is time bounded. This milestone will track from July 2025 to December 2026. That's it, the ending of my course with the progress of review entry throughout the accountability. So I'd like to conclude my presentation. These are the references which I have used, physiological references which I have used while creating my presentation. Thank you.